Welcome to section 1.6, Simplify Expression with PEMDAS. By PEMDAS meaning order of operation. Now, what we're going to talk about before assignment is that you're going to see that there's going to be parentheses and brackets. They're going to look different, but basically have the same function. Meaning that if there's something that you can combine, simplify together, or distribute, then you just do the same thing if it was for brackets instead of parentheses. In our first example, you notice that we have parentheses and brackets. Now, since we have multiples, what we're going to do is going to group together, meaning which one goes as one group and which one else goes in the other group. So that way we do not confuse between parentheses and brackets. When it comes to simplifying expressions, the common mistakes is when to distribute and where to distribute properly without messing up the order of operation. And that usually ties in where two parentheses or two brackets go as one group. So what I mean is, looking at the first example, you see how we have parentheses, and in this one right here, it's open parenthesis, open bracket. Next is close bracket. So the moment it went from open bracket to close bracket, that's our first group. So right after our first group, next comes an open bracket and then close bracket. So again, the moment it goes from open bracket to close bracket, that's our second group. Same thing applies if there were parentheses. So you see here, open parenthesis, open bracket, close bracket, first group. Open bracket, close bracket, second group, and then close parenthesis. So this right here means one big group. But I able to identify our first group and our second group so we don't mix them up. Next, I notice there's a 2 directly in front of the first group. So that means that I'm going to distribute the 2. And then on the second group, there's a -5. So I'm going to distribute the -5 to within the second group. So I'm going to just say out the process. What I'm going to do first is bring down the 3. Open parenthesis, 2 times x, that's 2x. 2 times -4, that's -8. -5 times 6, -30. -5 times -x, that's going to be positive 5x. Close parenthesis. Alright? Still following the order of operation, we're going to combine like terms. Variables with variables, numbers with numbers. I'm going to do with variables first. I'm going to bring down to 3. So my variables first, 2x plus 5x, that's 7x. Alright, next is numbers. -8 minus 30, that's going to be minus 38. Alright, notice how I underline my variables twice and I underline my number once to identify that which combine with which. So I have my variables, 2 lines, combine them together. My numbers, 1 line, combined together. Now you don't have to follow exactly. You can do whatever method you like as long as you know which to combine with which. Alright, I simplify our big group of parentheses into a smaller group, which is 7x minus 38. From there, I have a 3 on the outside. I'm going to distribute. So when I distribute, I'm multiplying 3 to the 7x. That's going to become 21x. And then 3 times minus 38, that's going to become 114. So we simplified this big expression into 21x minus 114. In example 2, we have negative 4 times the sum of this big expression where it's 3 times 7 minus x plus 6 times x plus 2, and then close bracket, plus 17. Alright, so that means we have multiple things all at once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide our groups so I don't mix up when it comes to distributing, and I don't mix up when it comes to combining like terms. So open bracket, and then open parenthesis, and then close parenthesis. Alright, so starting from open parenthesis, it changes to close parenthesis. That's our first group. From there, open parenthesis, then next is close parenthesis. So again, it went from open parenthesis to close parenthesis. That's our second group. And then close bracket. So that means this is our big group. Within it is two smaller groups. So what I'm going to do next is on the first group, I'm going to distribute to 3 because it's directly in front of it. 3 times. And then here, positive 6, it's directly in front of the second group. So I'm going to distribute. Alright, I'm going to bring down the negative 4, bring down the plus 17 after I distribute, or while I distribute the 3 and the positive 6. So 3 times 7, that's 21. 3 times minus x, that's going to be negative 3x. Again, after I distribute, I can let go of the parentheses, I don't need it anymore. Positive 6 times x, that's going to be plus 6x. Positive 6 times plus 2, that's going to be positive 12. Alright, and then here's my close bracket. Bring down to plus 17. Now again, notice how after I distribute, I didn't keep the parentheses. I don't need it anymore. So again, when you distribute, you don't need the parentheses anymore. But my bracket stays because I did not distribute the 4. And I cannot, or I should not, distribute the negative 4 because I want to simplify the inside first so that I can deal with less work. If I distribute the negative 4 first, then I'm going to end up doing a lot of steps. Instead, I'm going to simplify the inside first. Alright, just like in the last example, I'm going to combine like terms. So I could underline my numbers 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Here's my numbers, 1, 2, 3. And my variable is just once. Alright, so I'm going to bring down the negative 4. Open bracket. Negative 3x plus 6x, that's going to be simply positive 3x. 21 plus 12, that's going to be plus 33. And then close bracket, and then plus 17. Alright, I was able to simplify the big group into a smaller expression of 3x plus 33. From there, I'm going to distribute the negative 4, everything inside the bracket. So negative 4 times 3x, that's going to be negative 12x. Negative 4 plus 33, that's going to be minus 132. And then bring down to plus 17. And again, after I distribute the negative 4, I did not keep the bracket. I can let them go. Next, I'm going to combine the numbers together. So our final answer will be negative 12x minus 115. So our final answer is negative 12x minus 115.